back it up. What? Back it up. And stop. And wiggle with it.
Coming to you all the way from Norfolk, Virginia, Go On Podcasts presents How Embarrassing with Molly and Jeff.
Well, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of How Embarrassing. My name's Molly.
And
it's a podcast about all our embarrassing lives. My name's Molly.
And I'm Jeff. Oh, fuck.
Well, I got so distracted.
That was the first time you've ever fucked up, Molly.
I know, and it's because I'm thinking about what I'm about to talk about.
Jesus.
All right, just get it out there.
Okay, so right before we hopped into this Zoom room, producer Matt Cole, friend of the pod, father of the pod, you could say.
Father. Daddy Potty.
Started sending us the lyrics to "Crash Into Me" by Dave Matthews Band because his computer crashed, and I just had like a flashback while I was thinking about that song, and then you started playing "Crash Into Me." I'm the king of the castle. Wow, watch you there through the window when I stare. I used to think that was the most beautiful song.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
Like, I used to think that was like the hottest sex song, like the most romantic. Like, I'm like sitting in my childhood room, like would not lose my virginity for 10 years and listening to "Crash Into Me," just like, this is what love is. And he's like, then you hack up your skirt a little more.
I don't know. I feel like crashing into someone sounds like painful sex.
Yeah, it sounds very chaotic.
Yeah. Like, I don't know.
There's definitely
also,
slapping
I wasn't aware
involved.
I wasn't aware that he was texting us lyrics that whole time.
Yeah.
I didn't know what was going on.
I knew you kind of were missing that, but I was just thinking back to my youth and thinking about how no boys ever looked at me, but one day someone's going to see me and they're going to sing "Crash Into Me" in their head to me. Crash into me. Because I used to set soundtracks to things. Like when I was growing up, I used to hear songs and be like, oh, this is what would play. Like if my life was a movie, this would play like during my senior prom or something.
Right.
And "Crash Into Me" was always like, this is what's going to happen. It's going to be pouring rain and some guy's going to come profess his love to me and we're going to make out and "Crash Into Me's going to play.
All right, do you work tomorrow morning, Molly?
No.
Oh, damn. I was going to stake out in front of your house in my car, and the second you leave, I was just going to ram my car into you while playing that song really loud.
Oh my
also,
God.
that was a lie.
I
do work tomorrow. I don't know why I said no.
Why'd you lie?
I don't know.
now that you heard this scenario, you're like, yeah, please crash into me on the way to work.
I got too horned up and yeah. Crash into me. Oh no.
That's embarrassing, but "Fade Into You," I think that's my "Crash Into You" song here, Mazzy Star.
Is that another Dave
No,
Matthews
Mazzy,
Bowie?
Mazzy Star. "Fade Into You."
Will you sing it to me?
Yeah, well now I can't. It's this is a weird exercise for people at home listening. Think about the song "Crash" by Dave Matthews and then try to sing "Fade Into You." It's weird. I can't sing it now.
Now you're
I can't do that because I don't know either of the songs. I gotta say, I'm not enjoying the beginning of this podcast. I don't care for these songs. This is just karaoke now.
Jeff, what do you think? Jeff, what do you think is the most romantic song? Well, when you were younger, what song were you like, this is beautiful?
Yeah, we're gonna make out in the rain.
What's your makeout jam? Your top makeout jam?
Yeah,
it's probably called. It's "When You Were Younger" by The Killers. If you're talking about when I was younger, then yeah.
Oh my God!
And nowadays, I'm a pedophile, so I like people when they were younger.
I love thinking about you listening to that song, being like, tears in your eyes.
He doesn't look a thing like
Jesus. I don't know. Probably some like Limp Bizkit. I don't know. I can't think of like an actually romantic song.
No,
like
I've
the
never.
songs that like touch me the most aren't romantic songs. They're more of like heartbreaking songs or sad, depressing songs.
That honestly lines up with your brand pretty well.
Think about it. Think about it.
It's John Mayer. Your body is a wonderland.
That's right.
That's it.
That's
we
right.
got our little guest poking in.
No, it's First Day of My Life by Bright Eyes. It's
oh my God, stop. I cry.
That one's real sad though.
I cry listening to that song. But yeah, Your Body's a Wonderland is a good one. Especially because John Mayer is so slamming hot.
So slamming hot.
He
I heard his
slams.
dick is huge.
He crashes
Dude,
into
you think?
ladies.
I could talk about this literally all day. What are your boner jams, everybody? Make sure you tweet at us with hashtag boner jams to let us know what your big makeout jams in high school were.
Yeah, we'll get a Twitter just for it.
Yeah, I'll start it. Jeff, we have a Twitter. We have a Twitter.
I don't think we do. I don't have Twitter, so I don't know.
We tweet out the episode every week.
That's true.
We have.
Is that it?
Yeah.
We should get better at social media.
Yeah, you should.
I'm trying. Don't do this to me.
Okay.
That reminds me of our ad.
Okay.
So I'm really glad that you decided to bring up the courage and ask me out.
Yeah, it took me a long time to do, but I'm glad that we're here on our first date at Dairy Queen.
Yeah. So what?
Your eyes remind me of this blizzard.
Yeah, because
They're like
my eyes
cold.
Yes. And I'm a lizard.
And I'm gonna eat them at some point. What? No.
Oh, you said blizzard.
Are you drunk? We're only 14.
Oh
you
my
shouldn't
God.
be drinking at this age.
Listen, I gotta let you know, I went to a Dave Matthews Band concert before this.
Did you kiss your dad on the mouth while you were there?
I'm stoned out of my gourd, dude.
Whoa, I didn't know that they got cool like that. It's such a shitty band.
Yeah, they do. They do. So
You also
anyway.
like Counting Crows.
Oh yeah, Sullivan Street gets me every time.
Yeah. Big Eagles fan. Any other like real slow, shitty dad rock?
Just.
Well, I gotta say, this date's not going great.
Has this ever happened to you? You're on a date and you find out that your date's taste in music sucks. Well, thanks to How Embarrassing, you can now put on a podcast instead of listening to shitty music. That's right. Next time you're on a date, go ahead and type in How Embarrassing to your podcast app and listen to us instead. Ka-chow. Sorry, ka-chow. Ka-chow is what Lightning McQueen from Cars says all the time.
Okay, I should have known that because yesterday I was so hungover while I was working that I literally sat down in the morning and I watched all 3 car movies.
Really? You watched all 3?
Yesterday. all 3 in a row.
Oh man.
First one was a good movie. The rest were not.
Yeah, I've only seen the first one, but
They're
the
all
first
okay,
one's, the
but I was
first
just
one's a
so
fucking
hungover.
classic. I love it.
So I didn't know that Cars 2 was a ripoff of Doc Holliday with Michael J. Fox, and I love Doc Holliday. I actually watched that the other day.
I don't know what Doc Holliday is.
He goes to a small town, and he's a big time doctor or student, and he's just like he stays there. That's it.
Let's go ahead and introduce our guest. I feel like they're getting antsy to speak.
Oh,
He wants
mommy.
to share his boner jams with everyone.
He's got so many boner jams. You know him from selling the jam known as Boner Jam.
And you know him because his body is a wonderland. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for our special guest today, Austin Gambligan.
So I feel like we skated past this ad where you advertised the podcast that you're currently recording.
Yeah, we're getting pretty
Wait,
meta.
What was the ad you did at the end? It wasn't for like a dating app or something?
No,
No, it's for the
this
podcast. Wait,
you-
first of all, did you not listen?
No, he didn't.
At that
listen.
point, when you start going off on your own little thing, I'm like, okay, whatever.
Okay, I'm gonna tune out.
Well,
now.
I thought you would have at least tied it into something that like
It was literally for all you listeners of How Embarrassing that are listening to this podcast currently. Please continue to listen to our podcast.
Yeah. No, yeah, that's the ad.
Oh my God, Austin! I wish you didn't fucking bring that up because now I'm pissed.
Jeff, you know what? The next ad is all you.
Okay,
Yeah.
solo ad.
Yeah.
And feel free because I produce other podcasts that you could like plug, so you could do it. Yeah, maybe just not.
Yeah,
this
but
one.
I don't host those podcasts.
Does Johnny September still exist?
No, do anyone but that one.
Oh my God, why are we even doing this
Austin,
pod anymore?
what
one reason was to try to take them
What
down.
is your boner jam, by the way? Did you already say
Boner
it?
Jam?
Yeah.
My number one go-to? It's John Mayer, Your Body's a Wonderland. That's
Yeah.
it.
Ah, okay. So you're projecting
It's,
onto Molly.
Do you have a second place one?
Second place,
Hey,
All My Friends Are Dead. I can't remember who sings it, but that's my
Word.
second boner jam.
You
It really gets
remember
me
who
going.
sings
I really
it.
like-
You just don't want to say their name on a recording.
I really
'cause
like
it's
Who
a-
is
the
it, Jeff?
one.
You say it.
I don't want to say
You
it.
say it.
I'm not saying it.
I like the one that's for the life of me, I cannot remember.
I'm confused by the- Okay, stop. I'm confused. No. This isn't the karaoke. This is not how karaoke.
Are you embarrassed?
When you
to
say
be
boner
here?
jam, when you guys are saying boner jam,
Yeah.
Yeah.
is that a song that you would fuck to, or is that a romantic song?
So I think of it more as like you make out to it and the guy gets a boner, but you're all virgins, so it doesn't go past there.
Okay, so some Jonas Brothers bullshit. Then.
It's a blue
That's
balls
not-
ballad.
That's not true.
Purity
It's a,
rings.
it's a blue balls ballad.
I don't know. If I hear boner jam, I think it's like a song you fuck to, which I've
Yeah.
never understand the whole idea of fucking to certain songs.
I haven't done that in a while, but I would put on the Violent Femmes self-titled album and play that from start to finish and fuck to it, and that was cool.
I like
Nice.
to fucking complete and utter silence so I can hear the breathing.
Hey, Austin, what's your favorite boner jam? Silence.
I like to hear the breathing.
Sounds of Silence, that whole album.
Yeah.
Hello,
Austin,
darkness,
are you
my friend.
are you embarrassed to be here today?
Well, I wasn't until I heard your ad, and now I am.
Okay, can everyone stop banging on me?
All right, yeah,
Banging
Jeff,
on you. No one's trying to bang you, Molly.
Everybody's always banging on me, listening to
bang,
boner
bang,
jams.
you know what, Molly, you're right because you at least made a choice, and Jeff didn't.
Thank you.
Nice.
Thank
So,
you.
Of a
Jeff, this
boner
is on
jam?
you too.
Yeah.
You could have sold boner jams, and instead you sat there in silence.
Oh
Yeah,
my
which
gosh.
is my
Well,
boner
the next ad
No,
is
she
Jeff's
took over. Do you
solo
know how
ad.
it is to try to interrupt Molly?
Yeah,
It's like
she
jumping in
keeps
front of a
talking.
steam wheeler. You just don't do it.
Steam Wheeler.
That's a really good point. He's always steam wheeling, dude.
Is it not called a steam wheeler?
It
Yeah.
could be.
It's
Doesn't
called a
matter.
steam wheeler, right? Why'd everyone laugh at that?
Uh,
Like I was wrong.
It's called
It's
a steamroller,
not- it's a
bro.
steamroller.
Yeah. You made me
using
think
the old
though.
Googler.
There is the Quad City Steamrollers, an
Well,
indoor
there's a
football team.
16 wheeler is a
It's
truck.
called a steamroller.
You said Wheeler.
Oh, I said wheeler. Ah, you got me.
You just tried to gaslight all of us at once.
No, I gaslit myself.
True. Whoa.
Anyways, welcome to the pod again, Austin.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, you're glad to be back.
Yeah, so glad
Word.
and embarrassed.
Yeah, last
Cool.
time we talked to you, I believe you gave birth to a log on a ship.
I did.
Something like that. There was
That's
birth
right.
involved.
I was in birthing. I birthed the log. Oh shit! I got 10 minutes to tell a story, you guys. I'm really good.
Oh
at segueing.
god.
Well, here's the thing, Austin. I just feel like we're all so close. We all just want to hang,
I
you
know.
know?
Let's just hang.
Right.
This is a
We're
bonus
just
episode.
hanging.
Fuck
I
it.
want to hear a story though. I blame Molly's horrible choice in the ad for taking up so much of our time.
I love that it's my
then
fault.
also-
Sure. Blame the woman. Blame the woman.
You also
Sure.
had to sing
Blame-
songs. You've been singing for like 3 minutes of this podcast.
Guys,
so-
my story might be long, so I'm gonna start telling it. Okay. I have another short one that I kind of want to say as well, but I'll go with this one first. So it's the
Okay.
story of my 21st birthday.
Oh.
Yeah. Spent in Rosarito, Mexico. Because I was
Ooh.
stationed in San Diego at the time, and I had a bunch of younger friends who were like 18 and 19 and couldn't drink in the United States. So we went to Mexico to celebrate. So first thing we do when we get there, of course, we go to the bar. We get they sell these like $5 wristbands at the bars in Mexico, and you buy them and then you can drink for free all night. It's amazing.
No.
Yeah, super great. So anyways, insane. It's like 4:00 when we get there. So me and my friend Corey immediately recognize it's going to be a fucking long weekend of just like heavy drinking. So we decide that we need a little pick-me-up.
Ooh, wait a minute.
So we go to the pharmacy because we hear that you can buy anything at the pharmacies in Mexico. So we go to the pharmacy.
Get a bunch of Viagra.
Yeah. No. We bought some Adderall from the pharmacy.
Nice.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
Because we wanted to stay up all night and drink.
Sure.
Anyway, we get this Adderall. Then we're looking for a place to go into the bathroom so we can crush it up and snort it because we thought that was the best way to take Adderall.
As one does.
Right.
Isn't it a pill?
What's that?
Adderall is a pill. You can put water in your mouth and then put it in your mouth and swallow.
Yeah, you can just take it like a normal person, but in my experience, most college kids think you're supposed to snort it.
Right.
I guess it hits quicker, probably.
But anyways, this is
I can't wait for Jeff's ad. Keep going, Austin.
This is where the story kind of goes off the rails. All right. So we're looking for a bathroom to do it. We can't find one. So we go into this empty bar and we go upstairs. Little did we know it was empty because it was closed.
Holy shit.
So we go to the bathroom upstairs and I'm like, there's nothing hard to crush it up on. So like I go back downstairs and I look around and then I go back up again and I'm like, hey, Corey, I can't find anything. And then I go back down again and like finally find something. So I'm like up and down, very suspicious behavior for a closed bar. So we finally find something to crush it up. And then all of a sudden we hear banging on the stalls in the bathroom. And so we walk out. And it's the security guards of the place, and they're just yelling at us in a language that we do not understand.
Oh, fuck.
Probably Spanish.
Yeah, that's the one. That's what they speak in Mexico. Thank you, Jeff. So anyway, they start yelling at us, and we're freaking out. And the guy's like, hands, show me your hands. And my friend Corey just has like the pills all crushed up in his hands. And he's like switching it back and forth and showing them one hand. And then switching it to the other hand.
He thinks he's some like slimy magician. Like, and it's over here. And now it's over here.
Right. And finally he drops it and tries to cover it on the ground.
Oh, nice.
And the dude's like, move your foot. And he just sees like this pink powder as Corey moves his foot. So at this point, like I'm in the flight or fight mode. And I'm like, we're both going to get arrested right now unless one of us runs. So
but you bought it illegally at a pharmacy.
No, we bought it illegally at a pharmacy.
Oh, I thought it was legal there.
No. They just are corrupt.
They just do it
at the pharmacy. Yeah.
Okay.
This particular pharmacy. I don't know if all of them are like that, but
gotcha.
Anyways, so I start running. I run down the stairs because we're on like a deck. Run down the stairs. I have 2 shirts on, luckily, so I take one of those off and throw it off to the side, and I just keep running.
You're fucking Jason Bourne.
Yeah, I'm fucking
right?
as fast as I can.
And he shows up to a car, changes the license plates, takes off.
So I finally find the rest of my friends who came down there, who are like mostly my really good friends, but Corey, the guy that I was with, brought some weird dude that we didn't know that well. And we didn't really like, but Corey liked him, so he brought him along. Anyways, that'll come into play later.
I hate that.
So anyways, I find them all, and I'm like, I think Corey got arrested. We got to go to the fucking jail and do something. We got to get him out of jail. So anyways, we found out where the jail is. We walk down there. As we're walking down there, the weird guy is yelling at me, just berating me.
What the fuck?
This is your fault. I can't believe you got fucking Corey arrested and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, dude, if I didn't escape, we'd both be arrested and you wouldn't know where we were. So,
right.
So anyways, I say that to him and I'm like walking backwards and he's walking forwards and I say that to him. He's like, fuck you. If you say another word, I'm punching you in the face. And I was like, well, you do what you got to do, man. Punch me in the face if you have to. and guess what he did?
He punched you in the face?
Punched me in the face. Yeah.
Well, good guess, Molly.
Because he had to, dude.
So anyway, incidentally, this guy was also the only one with enough money to possibly be able to bail Corey out. So like I had to like, all right, I'm just going to take the punch to the face and keep walking. But anyways, that's one of the little mini embarrassments that happened along the way. So we finally get to the jail. The guy the guy at the jail is like, you can pay $250 and he'll get out, but he'll have to come back to court, or you can pay $500 and he's just out and we're going to forget about this, blah, blah, blah. Ugh. So the guy that punched me threw up the $500. We got him out of jail. And he comes limping out of the jail room. He's like, I can't walk. And I'm like, what happened after I left? And apparently he had tried to run too, jumped off the balcony.
No.
Oh, no.
Oh, shit.
Then started running and like jumping all these fences, like with the broken ankle. And apparently the cops showed up at this point, were chasing him and like shot their guns into the air. So he like hit the deck real quick and, handcuffed and brought him to jail, the whole nine. But anyways, we got him out safe and sound. He goes home early because he's got a fucking broken ankle at this point, with another one of our friends. And then, so the next day, this is like a whole nother part of the story that's also kind of embarrassing.
Did the weird guy leave?
What's that?
Did the weird guy leave with him?
No, the weird guy left, and another guy left, and Corey left.
At least you got rid of that weirdo.
Yeah, right? Good. He gave me... All right, so first of all, him punching me in the eye like made my entire eye turn like devil red, and I had a black eye like all around it. So like He hit me pretty hard. But yeah, anyways, the next day, my actual birthday. So we wake up and immediately start drinking tequila at the hotel.
Nice.
As one does.
Of course, yeah. So we're like drinking tequila. It's like 10 o'clock in the morning. At the back of our hotel, there's like a Ferris wheel. And like we go back and ride it. And I remember like, I don't know how I met this chick because I was like tanked at noon. But I met this girl and ended up like riding the Ferris wheel with her. And, like, we ended up making out on the Ferris wheel.
Nice.
Oh my God, what song was playing?
What song?
Yeah, it was
if it's Mexico, it's probably Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Honestly, that place hasn't gotten out of the American 80s yet.
Or Morrissey. They love Morrissey there.
Yeah, the 80s, dude.
Mm-hmm.
They can't.
They were playing "Doesn't Matter If You're Black or White" by Michael Jackson. That's right.
Sweet.
Well, this is
I
romantic.
hope this girl was black too.
Really?
No.
So you get that little bonding moment.
That would have been perfect.
She was
You could have been a
Mexican
music
American.
video. Go back to the carousel.
Ferris wheel, Molly.
It's funnier to think of a carousel.
It's way funnier to think that they're on like little horses going up and down next to
Actual
each other.
horses.
Going up and down. And you guys keep like, whoa.
No, but we're on the Ferris wheel. And anyways, like we ended up hanging out with her and an entire group of friends. Like I make out with her and I'm so drunk at this point that I think I'm in love with her. So I go and tell my friends every time I get off the Ferris wheel, like, I think I'm in love, you guys.
Nice.
I think this is the one.
Kind of sweet.
This is a fun story.
Well, no.
I'm really liking this.
It turned out to be lust and not love.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. But anyway, so we keep making out and I keep dragging her out there like every 5 minutes. I'm like, it's my birthday. Let's go make out on the Ferris wheel some more. So we ride this thing like over and over again.
She's like, I
just
really
keep
like
dragging her
Ferris
out.
wheel.
And every time I get off, I'm like, I think I love her, you guys. I think I fucking love her. We're in love. And meanwhile, I have like a devil eye and a black eye this entire time. So
Oh my God.
yeah. But anyways,
This poor
At
girl
some
probably
point-
thought the devil was kidnapping her.
she was into it, man.
Yeah,
She's
she's real into it.
Yeah. But anyway, so eventually I black out and stop remembering things. And I'm like kind of in and out. And I'm like, all right, I'm at a bar. I have another wristband on my wrist and I'm drinking for free. But the next thing I know, I'm getting woken up like in my own car in the passenger seat, and everybody's slapping the shit out of me. All my friends are slapping me. Wake up, wake up, wake up. And I'm like, what? Finally, I wake up and there's this fucking like police officer in my face because we're at the border.
Oh, Jesus.
And he's like, what's your name? What's your fucking name? He's like mad. And I'm like, Faucet. I said Faucet for some reason.
No way.
Yeah. I said Faucet for some reason.
Faucet.
I mean sink.
And he goes, Faucet? What was Faucet? Austin. I'm Austin. And blah. Yeah. So We get through that, and my friends who are on this trip with me still call me Faucet to this very day.
I love it.
So anyways, the story's almost over. We get through the border. Everyone's like, dude, sorry, we were slapping the shit out of you. He said if he had to touch you, they were going to arrest you and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, thanks for waking me up. And then my friend, Jeff, not the Jeff of the host of this podcast, but my other friend, Jeff, goes, hey man, I hope you're not mad. He goes, I hope you're not mad, but that chick that you fell in love with, I ended up making out with her while you were passed out.
Oh,
No.
Yeah. And I
was for sure that she was going to end up to be a prostitute.
That's what. Yeah, that's what.
No.
I
thought
really
maybe
thought
she was in the
there.
trunk or something.
No.
Hope you're not mad, but we brought her back with us.
No, she was actually Mexican American from San Jose and was like a college student. So,
okay.
A prostitute. Yeah.
Damn.
Okay, so
Yeah,
if
there's no
you're
prostitutes in America.
listen,
No, that
if
go to
you're
college,
out
dude, that
there,
doesn't happen.
if you're out there and you rode the Ferris wheel and made out with a guy with a devil eye and a black eye,
Named Faucet.
named Faucet, this is your sign. DM us, tweet at us, hashtag Faucet, and we will get you guys
Faucet,
connected.
hashtag lost connections.
Yeah, yes.
So that was my 21st birthday.
That's an eventful weekend.
It was very eventful. It was crazy.
Gosh. That
And,
is
like there was a lot of
very-
little embarrassments along the way.
Yeah, it's all about the friends you made along the way.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, the cops in Mexico scare the shit out of me. They ride around in like golf carts with like full fucking like AK-47s on them and shit.
Oof.
Yeah.
I've never been to Mexico, but it doesn't seem like
yeah.
a place that I would thrive in.
Well,
It's an awesome place. It's Tijuana is kind of a shocking place to be.
Yeah, and Rosarito is kind of like Tijuana Light. So,
Okay.
I don't know. I just remember the episode of the OC where they all go to Tijuana and Marissa overdoses because she's sad about her parents' divorce.
And she
I
died?
remember that.
Or-
No, she lives that
Oh,
time.
thank
The OC was a reality show.
That's a different. Yes, you're correct, but I'm talking about the scripted show.
What?
You're thinking of Laguna Beach
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
or the
Oh,
Real
okay.
Housewives of Orange County.
Well, I think we actually do have an ad for OC.
Is it time?
Okay.
Is it time for?
Oh no.
Let's get to
Austin
the
does
ad.
have another short story.
This one's real quick. It happened today.
Okay, perfect.
I've been wanting to
Whoa.
tell you this one, Jeff, especially because Jeff and I are roommates, and this did happen at my house
Nice.
when Jeff was not here. So I got home from work today at around noon before I went into my other job, and there was about 5 cars from our neighbor's house where they're doing construction parked in the driveway.
5?
There was a whole lot blocking like the entire driveway. So as soon as I pull up, I'm just like exacerbated. Is that the word? Yeah, I was that. And so like I open my door and I kind of say, it's just like, you guys are going to have to move your trucks. And I kind of said it like that, but I think he took it as like, you guys move your trucks right now.
Ooh.
So I step out of the car and he's like, we're moving them now. I was like, okay, cool. And then I start walking upstairs and he goes, but you didn't have to get an attitude like that, bro. Blah, 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 blah. He starts like yelling at me. And I'm like, listen, dude, you've been in our parking lot for like the last week, taking up all the spots and stuff like that. And he goes, yeah, well, next time maybe just be a little bit nicer about it. Thank you very much. And I go, no, thank you very much.
That's ridiculous. They've been fucking parking and using our backyard as their own personal construction site for a house that does not own this property that they're parking in.
Yeah.
We've been chill with it because it looked like they were going to finish the fence within like a day or two. And Austin was out of town at the time too. So I was like, yeah, we don't have that many cars here. I'm just not going to say anything. But then it's fucking like been a week and it's still fucking going on. And it's usually only been like one truck.
Dude, it was packed.
They have parking there. I don't
What
know.
the what?
Anyway. Yeah, that was the other
that makes me want to fucking like anytime I see them and be like, yo, I heard you guys are a fucking bunch of assholes about this, so you can't fucking park here anymore.
Right.
Like,
Hey, I heard you guys are a bunch of assholes.
Yeah,
Go ahead and
I
try
heard
that,
you
Jeff.
did.
Austin is a little bit more intimidating looking than you, Jeff. I'm sorry to say. So I don't know. If
I also wouldn't fucking
Yeah.
talk. I would. I don't know. Wait till I get the crazy ass, you know?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, del diablo.
I'm sure.
I usually,
really
when I talk to people, I just
scary.
have a knife in my hand. It makes me look a lot more intimidating.
Now, people will think you're a serial killer. That you go crazy on them.
Yeah, he talks. He talks exactly the same, but he just is holding a large weapon.
Yeah.
No,
And I don't acknowledge it.
He's
Thank
like,
you
"Hey, I
very
heard you guys
much."
are a bunch of assholes. You can't fucking park here."
Here, I'll eat your
And
eyeballs.
at first they're like, "Fuck you, buddy," and then they see the giant knife in my hand.
Got
Which
him.
reminds me. Which
Okay,
reminds
sir,
me
and
of
they trip on themselves.
This reminds me of our ad.
Solo
yeah.
ad time.
Hey, buddies, you can't park here. Oh yeah, little bitch. What you gonna do about it? Well, have you seen this? Shing. Oh, is that a giant bat with fucking nails coming out of it? Oh shit! Yeah, that's a big old bat. So you better get out of here. Has all of this ever happened to you? Hopefully not, but some people it has. And when stuff like this happens to you, it probably brings up a lot of drama, and you're going to have trouble sleeping at night from all the issues of it happening. It's called PTSD, from post-traumatic syndrome disorder. This is a PSA for post-traumatic syndrome. Also, you can buy a product called Nail Bats. It's a big old bat with nails. Buy yourself one today at batnail.com/how embarrassing.
So,
Has this ever happened to you? Dyslexia? Well, I've got quite the product for that. Adderall.
so Jeff,
What?
next time
Yeah.
you want to give me shit about an ad,
Oh,
we're just gonna play that back for you.
I love how engaged Jeff is with himself. He's like, I'm ready to do this. I'm going to do voices. I'm going to do characters. I'm going to have interactions. And then
With
when he
me,
gets with
he just
Molly,
like
it's
sits quietly and is like, "No."
like, Molly will say something. Jeff's like,
no, I had
pass.
great interactions with Molly. I led that scene, and then
Pass.
she turned it into an ad for a podcast we're listening to.
Okay, at least I didn't turn it into an ad for post-traumatic syndrome disorder.
And then also
Okay.
nail bats with nails with many products.
Nail bats with nails.
Dude, you guys wish you had nail buds.
Oh shit, we gotta speed right into our Mary kill neglect. All right, Austin, you've been on the podcast before, so you are all too familiar with this game. It is called Fuck, Marry, Kill, Raise, Neglect.
I've never heard of this game. I don't think it's been played before.
Okay, it's made up on the spot. I will give you the rules. So we're going to give you 5 options. A, you fuck one. Self-explanatory. B, you marry one. You cannot fuck the one you marry.
Okay.
C, you kill one. You cannot fuck the one you kill before, after, or during the murder. D, you raise one. You cannot fuck the one you raise. And then the last one, you neglect, and we don't care if you fuck them.
Sweet.
Hey, you can fuck that person. We don't give a shit.
Okay. Yeah, we don't even care. All right. So fuck, marry, kill, raise, neglect. Me.
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 Yourself. And eggs.
Jeff,
Choose wisely.
Jeff tuned out once again. He was like, Molly's talking. I can go on.
Yeah, I started looking up.
All right.
Did I say PTSD wrong?
Yes.
So I started Googling shit.
Yeah, you did.
You said
Anyway.
it so wrong.
Yeah, it was real bad.
And then you repeated
Post-traumatic
it.
syndrome disorder? Am I
I
still
came
saying
in thinking that I was going to marry Jeff because we already lived together. But after that slip up, I just can't.
Yeah, you can't do
So,
it.
Jeff, I got to
Are you
kill
gonna-
you.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, shit.
Jeff hasn't been killing in
stress.
a while.
It's not syndrome. It's stress disorder.
Yeah. We all know, Jeff.
Nah, shit.
Stay in the
why I-
present.
I
Stay in the
deserve to die.
present.
Thank you.
All right. So now I guess I'm going to marry eggs.
Wow.
I I really like them. They taste good, and if I ever get hungry, I can eat it. There's no rule against eating the person you marry, right?
No, you can eat them.
I guess not.
No, I guess not.
Sweet.
Oh.
All right, cool. Then I'm marrying eggs.
Nice.
Okay.
I'm gonna fuck Matt Cole.
Yes.
Because I feel like he's into some kinky shit, and I'm very vanilla, and I want to try the kink. I want to try that out.
Yeah.
He's ready to branch out.
BDSM.
He's got very awkward very fast.
Well, hey, man, go die somewhere. Okay?
Oh shit! Yeah, I guess I should have speak something.
Yeah.
I'm about to turn on that faucet, baby.
All right, what do I have left? I have neglect and raise left.
Neglect and raise.
Yeah.
Molly and yourself.
I think I'm gonna raise myself.
Okay.
And I'm gonna neglect Molly because she loves attention, and I know that's the worst way to punish her.
That would torture me.
So there you have
never
it.
pay attention to her again.
Are you the one who doesn't like neglect and eggs? By the way, is this the one on
I
the
hate
campfire?
it. All right, so quick
Talk to
story
us
about
it.
that.
Yeah, please.
At first, I didn't realize that there was a backstory behind neglect because I never finished the Ed Cardigan episode, and so I hated neglect as a thing at that point. Then I listened to the Ed Cardigan episode and I liked it.
Yes,
but the eggs thing just doesn't make sense. I think it should be Ed Cardigan every time.
Okay.
That was what I pushed.
Me and Matt pushed eggs.
Nobody knows who Ed Cardigan is except
everyone knows eggs.
Everyone knows
Everyone
eggs.
does know eggs.
Yeah, so
but people who listen to this podcast know who Ed Cardigan is now.
You are the first person to marry eggs, by the way. Congrats.
Yeah, so you're criticizing it, but you just married eggs.
sounds like you hate your wife.
I eat
Weird.
her every single night. So
Whoa.
Wow.
And that was Fuck, Marry,
That
Kill,
was Fuck,
Raise.
Marry, Kill, Raise, Neglect.
As I come and tell you the boy's dream.
So producer Matt Cole, how are we doing on time? Do we have time for another segment, or are we wrapping it up,
It's
and rolling?
Wrap up time.
Holy shit balls! It's wrap up time, baby. All right.
This is where we wrap. The segment game where we all wrap.
Yeah, this is where we wrap up. So Austin, did we ruin your life today?
I mean, potentially, yeah. Yeah, I think my life's ruined.
Probably.
I'm
You
now
did
married.
say you were
to
going to
eggs.
marry eggs.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
married eggs. I've killed a person.
Yeah, that
Things
escalated.
are not looking
That's
up for
true.
me.
And this
Not
was all in
great.
America. You're not in Mexico anymore, buddy.
No, you can't just pay the cops to let me out of jail.
And honestly, I don't even want to tell you what happened to the last guy who neglected me.
Jeff should be border security. He's holding a knife and he's saying, like, you're not in Mexico anymore, buddy.
You're like, oh, man. I'd give him some water. Say, here's a bunch of water. You go back. You go back. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Goodbye.
Oh, Jesus. All right, Austin, do you have anything you want to plug?
Yeah. It's a little show called 30 Rock. Ever heard of it?
Wait, you were in 30 Rock?
No, but it's a great show, and I recommend
okay.
everybody check it out.
Yeah, that went off
Respect
the air in
that.
what, 07?
Yeah. If you
Molly,
haven't
do you
seen
want
it,
to plug this
check it out.
podcast again?
Yeah. There's a podcast called How Embarrassing you should listen to. It's pretty good. But honestly, though, if you had a choice between watching 30 Rock and listening to How Embarrassing, I'd probably watch 30 Rock.
Agreed.
So some real
but I've already
plugs.
watched 30 Rock.
Some real plugs.
Mm-hmm.
Watch my friend Brett Mounce's channel. It's called Bouncin' Mouncein'. He plays
Nice.
board games. It's super fun. I'm on it sometimes. Jeff's on it sometimes.
Nice.
And then Survivor Social Distancing. I know it's been almost a year. Speaking of, March 20th is April 20th is the 1 year anniversary. of
420.
That's
420,
crazy.
boo!
So
Damn.
watch it on
Hook it up.
YouTube.
Word.
That's all.
You gonna
All right.
release some like bonus tracks or something from that shit?
No.
Boner tracks.
I might talk to Earprov about something though after this podcast.
Okay.
OMG.
Let's release all the unedited footage.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's
that
like-
was so
that's probably like
boring.
I don't know, 60 hours of footage.
Holy
It feels
shit.
like so much.
Yeah, it's a
Nice.
lot.
Well, little worms, until next time, keep
Keep wiggling.
Thanks so much for listening to How Embarrassing Podcast with Molly and Jeff, a Go On production. If you'd like to be on How Embarrassing with Molly and Jeff and you have an embarrassing story, send us an email at howembarrassingpodcast@gmail.com.
And don't forget to listen to
stress disorder.
And don't forget to listen to How Embarrassing.